Good morning, good afternoon, how's it going? I'm in an auto-tune kind of mood today. You guys ever get in an auto-tune mood? I do sometimes. 576 XPG, full wrap. It's a good saw. Let's see if she starts. Anyhow, this thing's stock, auto-tune stock. It has a muffler mod. I'll show you guys what I did to the muffler. These things run hot, super hot. I cut everything out of there. It just comes straight out now. Runs substantially better. Anyways, friends, we're having that heat wave here. And I got up extra early today. I want to go and get these logs hauled out of here. I'm not hauling them far, just across the property, but you guys get what I'm saying. So I thought, let's grab the 576. You guys ask about this often. These are a good saw. I mean, I've had no trouble with this one. I haven't run it much though. I blew up my last 576 and it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. That is one of the only power saws I've personally ever blown up. And it wasn't a fault of the saw though. Wrist pin circlips. One of the circlips let go. It had an aftermarket piston in it. And is what it is. Anyhow, friends, I'm going to load this thing up and run it today. It's been on the shelf for about, I don't know, I haven't pulled this out in probably a year. So let's run a 576 XPG. Okay, friends, just over in the corner. Got my fuel and oil. Yeah, that's right. I'm going chops again. Not wearing them is stupid. That's all I'm going to say. And look, friends, the only time I've ever touched my leg, I was wearing my chaps. So I'm going to make a diligent effort to wear these again. And maybe not if I'm bucking in the yard or, you know, on a saw buck, but even that, you could. I mean, things happen, friends, and I want to be safe. So plane. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see that. A lot of airfields out here. A lot of farmers survey their crops with small aircraft. There's even a biplane down here. World War II trainer, one of those yellow ones. I can't remember what it's called. If anybody knows, post below. Okay, well, I'm going to grab my faller's helmet, and we got some heavy leaners here, kind of sketchy. Again, friends, I'm just a guy that likes to make saws go fast. I'm not a faller. Don't copy what I do. Okay, grab a couple of wedges. Just need a saw log. So, and it is hot already, friends. We are talking, it's not good. So, I was going to grab my tuning screwdriver, but we don't need one of those, do we? No, we do not. Okay, the XPG. G for good, right? No, G's for generator, if anybody's wondering. This saw has heated handles. It does not have a heated wrap on it. I wish it did. The half wrap bar is heated on this saw. Let's auto tune. One thing I do like about this saw, the on-off switch. Here, I'll show you guys. Look, to turn it off, down. That's full choke, fast idle, down, off. Kind of nice. There are a lot of things I like about this saw. If you guys are looking If you guys are looking for a Husqvarna, you know, 70cc plus power saw that everybody's not fighting over, let's face it, the 372, that is, in my opinion, the 70cc saw to have. They're a good saw. But there's a lot of these around. Local governments bought these here, and they blew a lot of them up. This one was blown up. So I've had no trouble with this. Again, there's not a lot of miles on it. It's a nice power saw. It really is. So I'm gonna give it another go. Why not, right? Anyhow, we're gonna get set up. Heavy leaning cottonwood. The base is starting to break at the butt, and it's coming down either way. I'm gonna have to follow it across. There's a little bit of a driveway here. I'm gonna have to follow it across the driveway and then cut it. So we're gonna get set up quick here. It's already probably 90 something degrees. It's humid, and I don't like cutting when it's really hot. Dehydration makes you do silly things. You get clumsy, and so that's just me. Okay, I'll see you guys over yonder when we get set up. Okay friends, this tree is leaning that way. I'm going to try and send it in between these two little trees here. It's starting to break on the back side. This is probably going to go violently. It is what it is. So here we go. I'm going to be prepared to run, cleaning up my... Okay. Look, it blew right through. We're just going to send it. Typical falling in Manitoba. Everything's leaning. And let's have a look at the stump. It's an ugly stump. As soon as I hit that, I felt it go. The tree actually started to set down, and there you have it. Well, let's see if there's anything good left of this tree. I'd like some saw logs for the Echo friends. So these have all been fallen. I took out 10 or 12 that way a couple years ago. They're all leaning. They got big leaders. I only touched what I think I can take though. I know enough to know what I don't know. They're about 70, 75, 80 feet. You guys can see what they do there. They just fall. So, look, heavy lean. Look, it's starting to split here. This will be the next one. I could probably send it in between there. What happens here on this part of this property is they actually fall across the driveway. So I just cut in here. It helps the fellow out. So anyways, you see that, friends. These are not fun, but this is what we have. Anyhow, let's get this tree bucked up and loaded, and let's get out of here before it gets too hot. I like that saw. I do. It's a good saw. Be a good log for what we're doing. I'll cut a couple here. Okay, friends, it's about 10 minutes later. This thing's been sitting. Will it restart in the heat? Get rid of that so we don't fling it. Okay, will it restart? Okay, so if you have a newer auto-tune saw that doesn't start when it's cold out or when it's hot out, try idling it after you're done cutting. Idle it for a minute or two and then shut it off, and they'll usually restart. What that does is it allows the flywheel to blow air over the cylinder, and it'll cool it down nicely. There's a lot of leaners in here. I'm looking around, they're just everywhere. Anyhow, friends, let's load this stuff up and get boogieing out of here. Forgot my ropes today, friends. It's okay. Exercise is good for the mind and the body. Here we go. One. If you can't pick it up, just roll it, you know? Yeah. Okay. I like this truck. The tailgate's dented. It's a perfect log catch. I love doing this stuff to make videos. It's worth every second. It's fun. This stuff is actually pretty heavy. I'm surprised. That's good enough for now, friends. Okay, friends, we're back in the power saw shop. I want to do a little recap to fill in some of the blanks on this saw, why I don't run it. First thing, this saw is 73.5 cc's, so it is or 74.5. It's somewhere in there. It's a little bit bigger than a 570 or a 372. This was supposed to take over for the 372. These never caught on. They made these from 2011, I think, to 2000, and I think you could still buy them new in Canada. 2020, 2021. I could go to a dealer and buy these brand new, probably at a substantial break in the price, because I don't think they make these anymore. But so they made these for a good 9-10 years. There's lots of these out there. Let's go over the cons first. The biggest con to this saw is it's not a 372. It's just not. It doesn't feel like a 372 in your hands. It doesn't balance like a 372. It's not a 372, and I think that's what killed this saw. They were still making 372s. Guys that log with 372s, as you guys all know, and I agree, that's the saw to log with. That's the saw to run. So to put this in your hands, it doesn't feel anything like a 372. It's a little wider. It's a little bit heavier, I will say that. That is the biggest con of this saw for me. It's a little heavy. Just where it carries its weight. It doesn't help that I have this 32-inch bar on here, but so that's the biggest con for the saw. The pros, it's quiet, it's fuel efficient, it oils really, really well. Huge chain speed. It makes good torque. It really does. That's the pros of this saw. This saw will cut with darn near anything. The fact that it's stock, friends, this saw is strong out of the box. I have a muffler mod on here. That was to get rid of heat. The minute I hollowed out this muffler, this saw was completely different. Stock, this thing ran hot. It didn't restart well on hot days. It would, but you'd have to idle it for a while. Totally different saw. Now that I've opened up the muffler and gotten the heat out, this thing's incredible. So, other than that, friends, I really like this saw. I don't know why I don't pull it out. I think it's just because it's stock. I really do. We're going to have to port this one day and see what kind of power we can get out of it. And I like this saw. One more thing I will say, if you guys are looking at these and you can get an auto tune versus a non-auto tune, grab the auto tune. And normally I would never say that. The non-auto tune version of this saw, I've had a few of them here. They have carb issues. Not to say all of them do. The ones I've experienced, they go lean out of a cut. You do a big cut, you pull the saw out, and the chain races. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's a carb design issue or what's going on, but I had a lot of fueling issues with my last one. This one runs like a Swiss watch. And I think this saw, being an auto tune, has more power. So, that's what I know, friends. You guys asked me about the 576 I have. Well, here it is. 576 XPG. It's a great saw. If you're looking for a 70cc plus does everything saw in the Husqvarna realm, there's nothing wrong with these. I think they're a good saw for the average guy cutting firewood. If you need a bigger saw, you can get a deal on these. They're not sought after like 372s, so I wouldn't shy away from these. Parts are super available. There's aftermarket top ends, etc. You have to buy the bearings from Husqvarna, but it is what it is. Other than that, I like these saws. I'm going to make an attempt to pull this out more often. Anyhow, friends, thanks for hanging out. Coming on another adventure. Take her easy. Later.